What's up everyone, Darcblade here with an overview and breakdown of the new switch skills for the bow in Hunter Rise Sunbreak. Capcom have been giving us tidbits and teasers of all the new switch skills for the various weapons in the game, and in this video we're going to cover what was shown off for the bow. Now first of all is the Butcher's Bind, which is the new silkbind attack available to the bow. As it's a silkbind attack, it means it's going to cost wirebugs to use, but what does it do? Well, it fires an arrow loaded with iron silk. So you use the ability and your next shot will be the Butcher's Bind attack. Afterwards, should you fire a follow-up arrow that lands in the same spot as the first, the iron silk will wrap around both arrows, inflicting severing damage. However, if the second arrow is off target, the lodged arrow, the Butcher's Bind, will simply disappear. So this new silkbind attack, the Butcher's Bind, definitely has a skill cap to it, as if you're missing your shots and hitting different body parts all the time, you're not going to be able to make the most of this, unfortunately. But if you are accurate with your shots, then this is going to be a nice way for the bow to deal severing damage through its arrows, meaning that you don't always have to rely on the Dragon Piercer or your melee attacks to sever tails and such, as is demonstrated in the footage. I don't think it's going to change the bow's gameplay drastically, but it's going to give it more options when it comes to severing attacks. And the other move, which is the new switch skill, is known as Stake Thrust. This is an attack that thrusts an explosive stake into the target. The stake reacts to follow-up attacks, dealing extra damage, and that amount of extra damage is determined by the type of arrow you use. Now the stake thrust is a melee attack, unfortunately, which means we have to get close to opponents to actually utilise this. Nonetheless, this looks like it could be good for close range bow combat. Bows that make use of the dodge bolt as well as spread arrows will probably be able to make use of this quite effectively. Players who like to stay at range though may not get the most out of this new switch skill. Also, the stake thrust replaces the normal bow's melee attack, which to be honest wasn't the most useful, so I can see the stake thrust being the standard for most bow players out there now. But regardless, as a bow fan, I'm excited to try out these new moves. I don't think any of them are going to be absolutely game-changing for the bow, but I'm still excited. So, what are your thoughts? Please leave a comment down below, and until next time, I've been Darcblade, bringing you an overview to the new switch skills for the bow in Hunter Rise Sunbreak. Hope you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching, subscribe and like for more.